Hello, this is Massimoon347 for basically my opinions on E3. If you're watching my playthrough of Galaxy, I said I was going to be talking about it, and I figured I will. I'm going to do it to talk about each of the E3 conferences I've been watching. So yesterday I watched Microsoft E3 conference, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was a lot better than I thought it would. It looks like they're improving and learning and stuff from the previous E3s, and it looks like it's generally fun. I think they're getting more and more better. I'm still looking a lot more forward to something like Sony, PlayStation, and especially Nintendo. But Microsoft's coming at strides, and there's a few games I was genuinely excited for. Hell, they even made the racing game look exciting. That new Forza game. So that was a surprise. But yeah, also I saw a new Kingdom Hearts trailer, because it's going to be for Xbox One as well. So yeah, so that looked awesome. And a few other surprises along the way. And yes, Tales of Vesperia. I saw the Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition trailer as well. It isn't just for PS4. I didn't think it would be. It's for Xbox One, PS4, and I've also heard it's going to be for Nintendo Switch and PC. But basically all the stuff from the PS3 version, straight up going to be for the Definitive Edition. Can't wait for that. It says coming out this winter. But when it says this winter, I don't know if that means at Christmas during 2018 December, or maybe somewhere like in January or February, I don't know. But either way, I'm getting that game. That looks really cool. And so the exclusives look like a lot of fun too. They're definitely a lot better than I thought it would. So yeah, my overall opinion is I think they've gotten much better. Again, I'm still looking forward to some of the other conferences more than others, but because I remember I'm not a big Xbox fan. I have an Xbox 360, but that's about it. I don't have an Xbox One or anything. So yeah, it looks like they're doing pretty well, and they even introduced like some new studios as well, which is nice. And and I'm also talking about some nice exclusives. Oh, like Cuphead. There's new DLC coming out for it, and even a new playable character, new levels and bosses. So all of you who love Cuphead, definitely look forward to that. But yeah, I can't really think anything bad about it. It wasn't anything like I was so excited for, but at the same time, I didn't like outright hate it or worse, bored. So yeah, so I think it was all right. I'm also going to think of giving these four grades. So if I were to grade this, I'd give it, if I'm going to say, how I'm going to grade it is going to be S for the best and F for the worst. I'm going to give this one B+. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty reasonable grade for it. Yeah, B+. Definitely for Microsoft. Definitely a lot of fun. And all the people that talked and all that, and they also talked about the new this new share system with like all like the backward compatibility of all the old games and stuff for Xbox One, and new games are adding in, and there's the 50 titles and like a few being exclusive and all that. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. But I guess also because I can't think what else to say, because it wasn't that, because it was kind of like average, not in a bad way. I will talk about some of the other conferences that I'm not really going to cover. E3, I mean EA, yeah. After I've heard what happened with the Play version, basically like before and then after the conference, I'm not exactly excited for it, and I've heard a few mixed opinions. Bethesda, not because I don't like them, but because most of the games I play I'm not really interested in, because there wouldn't see much of a point. Xbox, even though I don't have an Xbox 360 or One, the other games also were exclusives, so that's why I didn't mind looking at some of them. Plus, I still have an Xbox 360, even though I don't have an Xbox One. So I was just curious to see how many more good Xbox One games are on there. Because you never know, like, one day I might get an Xbox One. One day. But yeah, but one thing I was surprised about was, yeah, I saw the announcers for, like, I know it's going to be on Sony, I think that's tomorrow, on Tuesday. And also, but today, and also later today, is going to be one on Nintendo, which it looks like I think it's the Nintendo Direct. That's how they usually do things. But what I was really surprised about is it's going to be a Square Enix conference. And I was like, wow, really? I don't know, I have a mixed emotions about that, because I mentioned a bit in my Rogue Galaxy playthrough that Square Enix's last one, which is a few years ago, wasn't that great. In fact, it was really boring. It just felt like an eternity. So if they are doing this, I'm worried. Because don't be wrong, I'm looking forward to some of their games, like Octopath Traveler coming out in July. I pre-ordered that bad boy. So, you know, looking forward to that. But at the same time, I just hope it isn't boring. I hope they did learn from their mistakes. I'm looking forward to anything else to talk about, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I really hope they talk about that, because, you know, and maybe other games in the RPG as well, Final Fantasy. So, yeah. Although they're probably going to talk more about Final Fantasy 15. I'm not going to lie, you're probably wondering, why haven't I done anything with Final Fantasy 15 in a while? Because I've just gotten quite tired of it. I feel like they've just gone a little overboard. It was nice to see some of the other stories first, and like Gladius, Ignis, or Prompt, and all that. But afterwards, I felt like they went a little overboard. Like, really overboard. It just got tiring. That's why I don't really bother keeping track of them anymore. Unlike Monster Hunter World, but I haven't played Monster Hunter World in a while too. But I feel like there's so much more stuff to do in that game, and I will think I will play that at some point, because there's two things I quite missed, and I want to look into those, because those are actually generally excited for. But Final Fantasy 15, I feel like I'm just done with that. So if you don't see any videos of that anymore, I'm just kind of tired of it, because I feel like, you know, I get it, I get why they made the Royal Edition, because they had all this extra stuff they wanted to put in they didn't do in time. But I feel like there's just too little too late. Now if that all came out, or some of it came out on the day it came out, that'd be a different story. That'd be awesome. But I just felt like that the game now, compared to everything that's come out for 2015, that the initial game must have felt kind of unfinished. And I felt like maybe I shouldn't have pre-ordered it in the first place and just waited or something. But you know, how would I supposed to know it's supposed to be like unfinished in that sense, you know? Especially when they added like co-op and stuff and all these other stories or whatnot. It just got kind of crazy. But still though, I hope so I really hope the Square one is going to be good, because again, I do not want it to be like the one years ago. It was super boring. But that's my initial opinion though, especially about Microsoft. Again, I've been giving it a B+. Looks like there's some good games on there. Hopefully you guys have checked it out as well, because the comments are still there if you want to look into it. So, yeah. It seems quite a few on today. There's Square Enix later one, and also Nintendo Direct. So one of those ones I'm going to talk about next and stuff. I don't know if I might do both at the same time, or just talk one at a time, but you know, just basically my opinion on it. But with that is Massroom347 with basically my thoughts on the Microsoft E3 presentation in 2018, and I thought it was alright. So I'll see you guys then when I talk about another conference. But it's going to be an exciting way for E3. Can't wait to see what other games it got on, especially for Nintendo. They always seem to push the envelope with excitement. So again, I'll see you guys later.